Look at that. Whoa. Whoa! Okay. We're floating in the sky. Yet we have shadows. You know what, I'm not gonna question it. It's magic, magic. We'll go with that. I roll, magic. Gotcha. Okay. Well, do I get anything from my adventure? No, not really. It was... I never should have opened the stupid gate in the first place. Well, actually, the stupid Deku Tree dragged me into it. He sent me to see you. Bastard. Yeah, okay, no problem. Oh. So basically, because of this, people believe that, yeah, she's gonna return us back to Child Link. But there's an idea that there's a split timeline that, there's Child Link, which goes off onto its own series, and then Adult Link, this one, which splits off into another time. So, like, Adult Link, deals more with, like, Link of the Past, Link's Awakening, Zelda 1 and 2, and then Child Link is, like, Majora's Mask, the Oracle games, and then Twilight Princess, stuff like that. And then they go and throw like freaking Skyward Sword, which is like the complete beginning. I don't think they can go any further. Like, I mean, the Skyward Sword introduces the Master Sword completely, and I don't think that they can really go any sooner than that. Like, I don't know how they would. But anyways, we wave goodbye and we fly away. And lovely music plays. One of my favorites. Oh, hey, you. There you go. Well, at least he's off to do what? I don't know. Here we are at the Gerudo Valley. No one's here. Gerudo Fortress. No one's here? Yeah, this is a great game. I'm not going to say any game is amazing, but it's definitely a fun game. I played this a ton. In fact, this is probably my most played game, Kakariko Village. No one's here either. There's the windmill. Sun setting. Definitely the game I've played the most of. I'm going definitely over 10 times. I want to say, like, right to completion. I want to say I've completed it almost 20 times. But definitely the game I've played the most. Here we are in Goron Village. Town, whatever. Dorino's not there, and nobody else is really there. But yeah, definitely a fun game. I remember spending a lot of time just searching around, doing stuff, playing around. Like, Link to the Past was one of my favorite games, and then this one came out. I'm like, oh my god, this is fun as hell. Didn't last as long as I thought it would as a kid, but, you know, I had high hopes. I had a little too high hopes. There's Lake, but Hylian Lake, but nothing was ever there in the first place. I expected this would take me, like, months to finish, but I think I finished it in, like, less than a month. A couple of weeks. Most games I get for Christmas, I finish in, like, a week or two. I think Assassin's Creed 2 I finished in 2 days. Oh, little Deku Sprout. There he is. I don't know who's singing right now. I'm guessing, what's her name? A very nice piece. A lot of great music. A lot of emphasis on music in this game. In fact, Zelda series has always had an emphasis on music. Ever since even the first game. I think there's always been some sort of instrument in every single game. Some sort. I don't know if you'd call a baton in Wind Waker an instrument, but I guess it works. But definitely a good start to a 3D game. Not one of the first 3D games. Not one of the first actual 3D games, but I'm gonna say one of the first 2D games to be rendered in 3D games that worked. Like before this, there were a lot of 3D games and they weren't the greatest. They were very poor. What the hell is that? Oh my god, it's a rainbow of flames coming at me really fast. It's really creepy. Ah, it's everybody. It's everybody in the village. But yeah, this was one of the different... during the first, there's Mario and Luigi. All the Zoras, Gorons, and Kokiri. The brothers, the townspeople, the bug guy, the running around guy, the guy playing the not the ocarina, the xylophone upside down, the running man, the magic carpet, the bean eating guy, the old wise crazy man, the bomb chew lady, and the potion shop woman. Ooh, my love, Pona with the 5 creepy guys from the carpentries and cows. Happy Mess, fish guy, that was the shop guy. I missed that last guy, giant or big Goron. Cuckoo Chocobo, Rudo's giant man, Honey and Love or something, or Dora, Honey Dora. Don't fall on those spikes, eh, giant Goron guy? That would hurt. Oh, here's Mido with the king. He misses his best friend, or he misses what's her name? Huh? What's up? King's like, I don't have the legs for dancing. Screw that. It's got like these little tiny... Wait, fish don't have legs. That makes no sense. Anyways. 5 balls of light of different color go soaring through the sky up to the top of Death Mountain. Are these the Dragon Balls? They're actually the sages. And it's heavily implied that the sages never go back. They stay as the sages and they never return to corporeal life. And they just watch over and then become like stuff. But yeah, this during the time when 3D was big for the N64, there were a lot of games that were coming out that tried to become 3D. And unfortunately, many of them didn't work out. However, luckily for Nintendo, Mario and Zelda actually worked out quite well in 3D. Not so much for Castlevania, that didn't work out. What other games didn't work out for 3D? Castlevania just had really poor jumping. I think that's what saved the fact this game didn't have jumping mechanics. Castlevania was too complicated for its time. It could have made a good game, but it wasn't there. But this was definitely an excellent game that received really well moving into the 3D phase, and it has done well. And Nintendo's done a good job with most of their series keeping sort of the 3D, 2D of each game. So there's still 2D Zelda games going on. There probably still will keep going on. But there we go, Master Sword has returned to where it rests when Link to the Past guy shows up and pulls it out. Link to the Past Link. And here we are in the garden of Hyrule Castle. Everything's calm. Just kind of returning to where it all began. Hey Zelda. You know, we're a little young, but maybe, you know... No, don't think about that. Why are you so shocked to see me? It's also implied that both Zelda and Link... Ooh, pretty fancy. Both Zelda and Link retain their knowledge as an adult when they become kids, and that's why Link is in Majora's Mask is a little more athletic and warrior-like. Like little Link in Majora's Mask can use bows and hook shots. It's because he retains the information as an adult of how to use it. But yeah, that's Link to the Past, or not Link to the Past, Ocarina of Time. Beautiful game, beautiful music, really astounding graphics, a a really large world for its time, especially to be rendered. Hyrule Fields, the way that was pretty big to render. That's surprisingly that worked out well. First-party games generally work out really nicely. That's kind of what I think is ruining the industry these days. Is third-party game developers that really don't put effort to get into games. They just do the bare minimum. They don't make it so that it could be something fancy. The other issue is technology-wise, first-party and second-party games generally they're more familiar with the technology, so they know what the technology is capable of, as well as they program to the exact specifications of the technology of the console. So they usually turn out better. But a lot of third-party developers really don't put the effort into games these days. But that's okay. There's still some good ones, but. So we've come to an end, Genin sealed away to come again another day. And yeah, I really love this game. Sorry, folks. I don't know how to end it. It's just one of the greatest games that I remember. In fact, it's probably one of the first games I played. I'm going to say hardcore. Because when I was young, I played games, but not a lot. Most games before this, most games you played probably would last like less than an hour. Like a lot of Super Nintendo games, or not an hour, 2 hours. A lot of Super Nintendo games I could beat in anywhere between an hour to 2 hours. Same with NES games for like about an hour. But this was just, man, the first game, and it took a lot of time. I think the fastest I've ever beaten it, I want to say 3 hours, but that sounds a bit too fast. So I'm going to say closer to 5, maybe 6. I know I've beaten it under 10 hours, and I'm pretty sure I've beaten it under 8. But yeah, I want to say I've beaten it about 5 to 6 hours is my fastest time. I know that's not a record or anything, it's just personal achievement, and it's kind of, it's one of the first games that I really just blew through, and 5 hours game, that's long. That's longer than some of the games today. But yeah, beautiful game. I don't know what else to say other than that. Hopefully people have enjoyed this, and I would like to do more Zelda games, but I don't know if I'll do more console Zelda. I might do more emulator Zelda games. I'm thinking I might do Link to the Past. Not sure. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. But I hope people like this, and this was a fun one. I know I didn't do it to completion, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. And so yeah, this is the finale. I'm going to end it here because, as always, I don't know how to end things, and I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and have a good day. Bye now.